Good morning. Once again, I'm just going to do ashtanga mysore practice, which is quiet by myself. I do have a mic on, so you can hear me breathing and stuff if you want to do that. I have my own music on, so if you want to play your own music, I have my Spotify. You can check with my meditative playlist if you want to. And this is the book, Dave Swenson. Never met him, but I've followed him quite a bit. It's the best ashtanga book out there. It has a lot of modifications and stuff in it. So if you don't have time, or obviously you can't hit all of those. I'm gonna start with the invocation, and then I'm pretty much not gonna talk. Besides that, I might say something here or there, but I won't be talking. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinде Sandarashita Svatma Sukha Vabodhe Nisharyase Jangarikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra Sitharanam Sahasra Shirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Good morning. order of thinking. I did it. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, right. I did Utkatasana and Virabhadrasana. I did Utkatasana and Virabhadrasana after. I should have been standing first. I was like, what the fuck? All right. So I'm just going to go straight to Dandasana. Sorry about that. I hope no one's following me for the sequence, because if I can't fucking remember it, I'll let you know when I do. Pop, crapple, snap. Skipping a lot of vinyasa because I don't have it. Asana. My fat's in the way. I got no business doing that pose. So cheating. So cheating. This is how you cheat with more asana. Marichias, whatever people call it. This is an important pose because it leads to a mountain climber. I just have too much fat. Abdominal fat. Abdominal fat kills after that pose, like big time. Like the true pose, but I don't need to care about that. Let it go, Rob. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Frozen is just a big yoga class. Did you get the message down there, fat? Been belly fat, I don't fucking need you. Take a hike. Take a hike, fat. I don't need you. I sound like I'm gonna starve someday. Just take a hike, okay? Just letting you know, I don't need you anymore. We had a nice relationship. It was a lot of fun hanging out. But take a hike and pack up all your bags. All right. Here we go. All right, so normally this is just Navasana, which is bow pose, but I like to add something really famous Ashtangi. I forget her name. She's not that famous, I guess. This is a trick. This is a drill to help you work on your jump backs, to increase your like internal lower abdominals that are like way inside your body. And in order to do all the jump backs and everything, you have to be able to crunch yourself, again, fat in the way. In order to do the jump backs, if you want to do them someday, first of all, you have to have the physiology to do it. But the other part of this is you have to be able to hold your legs without grabbing them really close to your body. And that's all some really crazy ass muscles that nobody uses usually. So you just hold yourself like this, as if you were doing it. Just fucking hold it. It's so hard. You'll find muscles you never knew you had. Okay. Another way to train for that. This is harder, but just hold yourself up like this. Try to. I see, again, I don't have the shoulder strength for it. Not yet. I did. If you wanna fly, you have to eat like a bird. That's what a lot of Ashtangis say. All right. So this is Navasana. I said I wasn't going to talk. Here I am chatting. Officially, Navasana is the end of half primary. Now, what I've been doing, I'm going to start doing it again. I add just regular old crunches after that, very Western, not very yogic, after Navasana, just cause there's good science to say this is the best ab exercise. I'll turn around, I don't need to flash you. Don't hold your head ever. Let's do 30. Five. Get my back shift every time. It's not yogic because there's no breathing. Ride the breath. Ride the breath. All right, well, now we can start finishing sequence, which starts with bridge pose, which I'll do a modified. We'll do 3 of them. We'll do modified. Get to see all my fat on this. Rest. I'm going to do 2 of those. I'm going to do an actual bridge for the last one. my towel down so my hands don't slip. It could be ugly. These mats are a little slippery when they get wet. These mandukas, it's the only downside. All right, Rob, you can do this. You know what? Fuck the earphones for now. I can put them in later. I haven't been listening to music anyway. All right, here we go. There we go. Nice and slow. Yay. Always do a counter pose. Always do a counter pose. Most important safety rule. Yummy. All right. All right. You know what? I'm gonna turn around and let you see my ugly fat so you can see how to do this pose. Normally I've been doing it the other direction. The secret with all these poses is never let your weight on your neck and your head. Always on your shoulder girdle. See, here's my fat. Say hello to my fat. This is called Halasana, pretty sure. Calf grump. Not today. All right, body. I heard you. I heard you. You can be quiet now. I heard you. All right. All right, body. Can we try this again? How are you? How are you down there, calf? You okay? Wanna try one more time? You know you like it. All right, here we go. Here we go, body. Let's do this. No. You're like, Hulk. No. I'm on my shoulders. Ow. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. The room. Oh God. I don't have no strength to do a true chakrasana. What I'm going to do is not probably good, but it's easier than chakrasana. Chakrasana. All right. I can hold my shirt up somehow. Let's do a headstand. Shirshasana. I should keep my legs straight. There's some hip openers usually right here, but I'm just gonna do fire log. Hold this for 20 seconds. Ashtanga does 5 breaths, and usually this 15 to 20 seconds. Ashtanga tends to be faster between the poses than Iyengar and other stuff. So if you actually want poses to have an effect, as opposed to just be something for your mind to do, your body to do while your mind concentrates on the breathing, then you need to hold the pose for 20 seconds. So if you have trouble spots like, tight hips, or you want to do extra stuff before the end of your practice, it's probably better to hold those poses for 20 seconds or more. Again, you're not pushing anything. It's not about that. You'll hurt yourself, and then you'll end up being tighter. So listen to your body yell at you. Don't do that. okay, fine. But I want to do that. Your body's like, no, you're not ready for that yet. I'm like, yes, I am. No, you're not. I got time here. You're not dead yet. Fine. Can we try it tomorrow? Okay, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And like tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And then pretty soon you're like, hey, body, we just did mountain climber. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? We're a good team. We're a good team. Oh my God, this feels so good. You know, there's people say, and there's no science that I know of behind this. People say that hip openers release thought my mic was plugged in. I thought my Rode power mic was plugged. How long ago did it go down? Sharma G knows what's up. Yeah, I'm sorry. The other mic died. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah, my other mic died. Good. Actually, you know what? I encourage people to turn me off unless they want to hear my breathing. If they want to get a sense of where the breathing is. Because a lot of times, like today, I didn't listen to music at all. I put my earplug. It's just because you just focus on the breath, you know. Young man. Without your riffs. I can't play those riffs. No. Edge. Oh, I'm out of breath. Yeah. It's ashtanga. It's ashtanga. And I did Nally at the end. I did Nally, which is a thing. You know what? I gotta go get ready, but I don't mind answering a couple questions here at the end. And just a reminder of the schedule. If you go check my schedule on Saturdays, every Saturday at 8, I'll be talking about yoga and what it is I do and what the books are that I've read. And I mean, I've read, God, 24 books or so on yoga during training and otherwise. And I've made a lot of modifications to my practice. And we talk about how I think having a personal practice is way more important than going to a yoga class. Whether to do it daily or not, when to know your body's telling you not to do something, all that stuff. So, if you have questions on that, yeah, I feel really good, but I'm really shaky. I need some water and some food and stuff. This is way more intense than running. I'm really glad I'm doing this because it's doing everything my body needed after I kind of trimmed down my weight. I gotta like tighten everything up again, you know. I got up, I was like 20 pounds overweight like 4 months ago. Yeah. This is sweat. Yeah. What course am I following? It's kind of I don't want to sit on anything because I'm all wet. But let me show you. God, I'm so tired. So this is my like beat up. I've been using this book for God 13 years now, going on 13 years. I've used this book. I'm wet. I don't want to sit down, you know. Can you see it though? Ashtanga yoga is a specific type of yoga. Yeah. You can see it. This is Ashtanga Yoga, the practice manual from Dave Swenson. Make sure you get the spiral bound version. I can't overstate that. I'm trying to modify this. Make sure you get the spiral bound version. This is the version you should get. The reason is because you need to have it lay flat, and you're going to beat the shit out of this book. I tell you, it's going to be because you're like flipping through it, you know, and like taking notes in it. RWX, right? Why do I like this book? And I'll talk about this on Saturday again, but I talk about this book at the beginning and at the end. So well, first of all, I'm not being paid anything by David. I've never met him. I think he's phenomenal. He's just like this crazy ass, yogi boomer from Texas. He's hilarious. He has stories of being had police come up to them in the park while they were doing yoga because they were called because he was doing devil worship. It's a true story. He tells that story a lot. And they were just doing stretches and stuff. He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. He's very, very American, but yet he appreciates the Eastern tradition. I really like him a lot. The pictures on the front are kind of off-putting. First of all, the pictures of the guy in the bikini, that's not David. That's his kind of show-offy brother who got David into yoga. David Swenson, Ashtanga Yoga, the Practice Manual, is the name of the book. An illustrated guide to personal practice of primary and intermediate series of Ashtanga Yoga. It also has 3 short forms in the end. So yoga to do in 15 minutes, yoga to do in 30 minutes, and yoga to do in 45 minutes. And he has modifications of every single pose in here. Most of the posing that you see me doing is the modifications because I cannot, Marichasana, however you want to say, that pose is an advanced pose. It's like super advanced and it's in intermediate. It's in primary. So there's no way you're going to hit it. And in traditional Ashtanga, they don't even let you do the pose until you master the previous one. You just keep doing it over and over again. It's really good for business. Make no mistake, the Ashtanga Yoga Institute in Mysore is a business. It's an enterprise, and they're in the business of making money. And that's another thing I like about David David practices the Ashtanga tradition. He's like, I don't need a fucking certificate to do this. Because this is yoga. Nobody needs permission. You don't need to go get certified. You don't need any of that stuff. You just need to use common sense and you can follow the tradition. So, you get really dogmatic people in yoga, and you get people who are, loosey goosey, just like you get in any particular tradition, philosophical tradition. So, and he's not dogmatic at all. He's got absolutely perfect form. Iyengar would even be happy with his form. So there's kind of this Iyengar versus the Ashtanga thing going on, which I'll talk about on Saturday. Long and short of it, if you want to get going in Ashtanga, and if you don't know whether you want to do Ashtanga or Iyengar or Baptiste, Baptiste is the son of 2 weightlifters in America. He made a very physical practice that's designed to get nothing out of it except for the physical. His yoga is the most popular in America. You got, Bikram, who is, all kinds of there's been, all kinds of documentaries made about this asshole. So, there's just all kinds of practices, out there. And the most important thing is that you find your own practice, and it doesn't even have to be following a series. The reason that I was drawn to Ashtanga is because I want somebody to just tell me what to do. I didn't want, most of the time they'll tell you, hey, go find a guru and then do what your guru tells you. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm on my own. Ashtanga is really great yoga for beginners who are just starting out, who want to get a sense of this and have something to do kind of consistently without having a lot of guesswork. It's kind of like a yoga tutorial. And then you can mix it up, right? You can add other stuff to it. Yeah. A new form to exercise instead of normal free body. Well, here's the thing. I still do free body exercises. There's something that yoga does not cover is upper back. It covers like the shoulder girdle and everything like that, but the stuff there's no pull-ups. Apparently nobody did pull-ups in India. That's not true. They would have pole climbing competitions. It's a huge thing. So I still do sit-ups. I don't know if you saw it, but I still do like bicycle sit-ups, which are physiologically, yeah. So the different yoga practice, this Ashtanga yoga is really good at building your upper shoulder girdle, particularly your front shoulders and your upper pec and your abs and your legs. Bikram yoga is really good at legs and butt and stuff, which doesn't surprise me. With usually free body, that's what I would do. That's actually exactly what I do. So I do yoga with the breathing, and then when the yoga practice comes to an end, I do regular bicycle sit-ups because they are really, really proven to be a good exercise. And if I have the energy, which I normally never do,
sometime during the day, I try to get 3 sets of pull-ups in. You don't need to do push-ups though, because all the downward, all the vinyasa between the yoga poses, ultimately you end up doing about 20 or 30 burpee push-ups. That's what they are in free body. That's the equivalent anyway. I don't know if you saw, but they're like closed arm, you know. So it's like this, and you hold it. When you hold it right here, you know. So you get all the push-up stuff from free body. You know what I'm saying? I should not sit on that. I'll get all sweaty. You get all the push-up stuff from free body, but with the one free body, because I used to do free body stuff. Oh God, it's wonderful. It's super wonderful. It is, right. So, and I did all of P90X, and that's how I found yoga. That's a true story. I had known about yoga before, but I had never really taken it seriously. And, you know, I was a triathlete and everything, and I was trying to get my health back after, you know, a long stint of not doing anything. And then, so I got the P90X stuff, and by the way, I love P90X. I think P90X is phenomenal. I really, really love it. I think they do too much because they throw an Abex, but I did all of P90X and it worked. I was ripped. But on your off days in P90X, they have you do yoga. But the yoga they have you do is like Baptiste yoga. It's hard, right? You're holding warrior for a certain amount, for a pretty long time. You're not doing a lot of the seated poses and stuff. But again, it's not focusing on your organs. The thing that yoga brought to my mind that free body never did is it helped me understand how to work out your organs. I know that's what you think. You think that, oh, organs don't need to be worked out. There's no muscle tissue. There absolutely is. There's fascia. There's tissue that has to be compressed. It's got to be reinvigorated with new blood. You know, these are like physiological facts that no other form of exercise and training hits. Nothing. All those Murray Chasana twists and everything, they're phenomenal on your back. When's the last time you worked your back out? I mean, not talking about the muscles around your back. And when's the last time that you pumped health into your spinal tissue? Because that's what it is, a sponge. It has to be compressed and then released. And that's how, because it's all in the endocrine system. It has no association with it. So the twisting and the stretching, and particularly the contracting of the root chakra, which is, your perineum and all of your inner abs and stuff like that. The working out of your organs, only yoga does that. Some of these bodybuilders and these people that are in P90X, their tissues are in a state of critical shock all the time. Their internal organs, because they're fucking their internal organs up. Who gives a shit if you? So anyway, I could talk forever about that. I'm all high because I just finished a yoga session. And even if you don't do anything else, just make sure you move your spine in every way that it can be moved every day to its edge. Please don't push it. Move your spine every day to its edge in every direction. That means arcing it. That means hunching it. That means, to the side, to the other side. It means rotating it. Everybody should move their spine to its extreme in a minimal way every day, and nobody does. We just wake up and we sit down and we just stay there, or maybe we walk around a little bit, but we don't twist, and then we turn, and then then we're 70 years old and we can't even look over our shoulder anymore. One of the things that I realized from yoga, and this isn't just about being flexible, this is about spinal health. It's different. It's, but I remember looking back, after I was doing yoga for like 3 months, I remember one day in particular, I turned around to like back the car out because we didn't have the camera. And I was like, oh my God, this is particularly easy to do. And so, yeah, those are all the reasons I swear by yoga. I still do free body though. The one thing that yoga does not do is lats. It doesn't do it. And most yogis who practice ashtanga are practicing for 90 minutes a day, every day, except for one day a week. So they look like marathoners, because if you were running, if you burn the calories that I do and like for 90 minutes every day, you'll turn into a marathon runner and you'll have a really, lanky body. So I don't want that. So I either do less yoga and add free body exercises to it, but you still get the benefit, right? You don't have to do 90 minutes of yoga to get the benefit. But if you need to, cut pounds, doing a little bit extra yoga It's a great way, particularly when it's raining outside, right? When it's winter outside, you can do yoga anywhere and develop like a flop sweat. It's just awesome, and it's yeah. So those are some interesting insights that I've had over the years. I feel really strongly about yoga, mostly because I'm so unhinged most of the time. It helps my mind. Uh, oh yeah, absolutely. It's cardio. It's cardio. I actually burn 540 kilocalories in 100 in 1 hour and 14 minutes. That's the same as going for a run. That's exactly the same as going for a run. It doesn't look like you're working out your cardio, but I'm telling you, holding a pose in place, your heart rate is like my heart rate is like averaging around 112, 113, 114, and the breathing, because you have rhythmic breathing and stuff, it's not like you're going for a run. It's a slower breathing rate, but you absolutely are doing cardio. Absolutely. If you don't believe me, just look at like any ashtangi out there that's been practicing for any amount of time. They're fucking thin as a rail. They're marathon runners. In fact, they're too much that way a lot of times. A lot of times they're too skinny because a lot of times they're vegan, so they're protein deficient. And I'm not, by the way. So I used to be. And there's a lot of other things. Go full yoga for a month. Well, I wouldn't lose your pull up gains. If you have pull up, I can only do 3 pull ups now. When I left P90X, I was doing 36 pull ups, man. My record was 36 pull ups in one shot. I was like fucking ripped. And I was light, so I could do tons of pull ups. I loved it. Yeah, that was yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. The picture in my I have other pictures, but the picture in my profile of me all ripped on the surfboard. It was that kind of time that I was doing that. You should see my wife. I have pictures of we went rock climbing for our honeymoon, and you should see pictures of her. Oh my god, she's got such, she doesn't have it anymore, but she had her top shoulder girdle, her lats were so fucking huge, and she's a tiny little thing, and she could just like jump around like a monkey. I still fit. I'm still fit. Yeah. I mean, I've let myself go for the COVID thing and stress and stuff. But I'm gonna get it back next year. By next swimsuit season, I'll be ripped again. I'll be back down to 2% body fat probably. I used to. This is kind of vain. I shouldn't say this. How's it going, Sonic? Back in the day, I used to have a measure. I had to use a measurement of body fat. I have like right here. Right here is a vein. There's a vein that goes down, and I used to use that vein as a measure of my body fat. If that vein started to disappear, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, me too. I mean, the quarantine messed me up too. And what's funny is I could have been doing yoga the whole time, but we had to do a lot of moving and reorganizing, and we're kind of hitting a regular stride again now, and we're going to be here for another year or so. And there's the whole streaming thing too. So I got a bunch of friends to do stuff with. I've really been enjoying it. It's been really fun. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm going to buy a pull-up bar, and I actually have. You ever seen one of these? I should probably pull this out another day. So this is a free body weight thing, and it's just a strap. So I don't have the strength to do pull-ups yet. My pull-up strength is not there, right? So this fits in the door. I'll do some stuff with this later. I really love this thing. I really love it because I don't have the strength to do, pull-ups like this yet. I'm still too heavy. But this you can kind of simulate, lat pulls and stuff with it. And if you can adjust the strap so that you're going more up. I really like that. It's a good, it's not quite all the way. It's in a thing you can put in your apartment too. I have to go back to work now. I should probably go. It is. So yeah. How do I say your name? Redarguirda. Red. I'll just call you Red. People just call you Red, right? I bet. I am tired. Oh, I feel so good though. I don't want to. You know what? The problem with doing yoga in the morning is I don't want to do anything else. I don't. I just so relaxed. I just want to go for a walk and just, But that's not how it goes. Let me put my yoga music back on. It's been really fun, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and drop the stream. I am going to be showering and stuff, and I will be back co-working here soon enough. Let me look at my schedule. Oh, what does my schedule say? Yep. Oh, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. So I have 20 minutes or so to get ready. So we'll see you later for work.